Hey guys, so we got an update on the VRChat and Easy Anti-Cheat situation. So I wanted to take the time, make a follow-up video to my last one to kind of address some of the things that were brought up in the new blog post, some of the things that are coming to the game really soon, which we can get excited for, and give, again, my own thoughts and opinions on what I think about the things they're adding and if this is really a good response or not. So strap in and let's get started. So as we all know, VRChat just lost a large portion of their player base due to the latest update that removed modded clients. These modded clients were used for things like colorblind settings, closed captions for the hearing impaired, quality of life features like comfy VR menu and portable mirrors, and just all around features that really should be in native VRChat. We've seen Steam reviews tank to mostly negative within a few hours. That's even driving players off the platform, canceling their VRChat Plus subscription and going to platforms like Chillout VR and Neos. So it's pretty safe to say that things haven't been looking great for the VRChat community. But today the VRChat devs put out another blog post giving a detailed response on what they're going to be adding to the game to address some of the concerns the community has. Even showing video examples of what they're going to add. Doesn't that sound familiar? VRChat developers in this blog post did put proof of them working on other features that the community is not upset with. They announced they're working on secure instances, which is awesome, but you didn't show proof of the main part of the article, which was modded clients and easy anti-cheat. Now, I'm not saying I had a hand in helping the devs get some constructive criticism, but, you know, that's pretty close. So essentially, most of this blog post is just talking about a lot of the things they're going to be adding, and it starts off pretty well addressing that the VRChat devs are going to be reorganizing their roadmap and changing the timeline of when some of these features are actually going to come out. Like here it says, we've taken this feedback and organized it with a special priority placed on accessibility. We're also working towards features and changes that many of you categorize as quality of life or QOL. These are, in most cases, smaller changes to improve VRChat overall. Now, in my own personal opinion, this all should have been in the last blog post. A lot of the problems the VRChat community had was this precisely. The fact that you went and removed modded clients that were used for accessibility and then gave no in-development proof that you were working on any of these things in-house, which would have helped a lot of the panic that ensued after the update was announced. And I mean, as it stands right now, the VRChat devs doubled down and we have easy anti-cheat in the game. I'm currently in VRChat and I am running easy anti-cheat in my computer, so we lost on that front, but I think ultimately it's not too big of a deal if we get all of these accessibility features that we had with mods into the game natively. A lot of people are talking about easy anti-cheat lowering performance and frame rate and stuff like that, and I don't think we are at the point yet where we can really gauge whether or not that's really going to affect VRChat. And to be fair, VRChat is not the most optimized game ever, so we've all been dealing with frame rate issues for years, and we've kind of had to put up with it, because that is, at this point, just a part of the game, which sucks. But again, I feel like that's a price we pay when we're allowed to upload user-generated content. A lot of that stuff is really hard to moderate and make sure that things are optimized in the best way possible. And again, not everything works the same on everyone's machine. People could see it differently on other computers, but I think for the most part, we're not going to see too much of a performance dip when it comes to VRChat or our normal socializing on VRChat. But again, I might eat those words eventually, but that's just my optimistic approach to this current thing we're dealing with. In the post, they had talked about how they're going to be adding a comfy VR menu like we've had in mods on EMM and other places. Which is great. I think everybody's going to enjoy that. That's going to be fantastic. That should have been in the game beforehand, and that really, again, this should have been announced with the Easy Anti-Cheat announcement. It's confusing still why the VRChat team decided to just announce Easy Anti-Cheat and then promise features instead of doing it all at once when they clearly had the means to do so, as we've seen in this other blog post. We're also getting personal mirrors, and so that's portable mirrors as we've known in EMM and other mod loaders. They also said that they're going to be adding a calibration mirror, which is actually really cool. Being able to have a mirror pop up in front of you when trying to calibrate for full body, because everybody who has full body knows calibrating without a mirror is near impossible. Your foot's always going to be in the wrong place, your hip's going to be weird, it's just not a fun time. Here's a really big plus: they're adding more favorites, meaning you're going to be able to favorite more worlds and more avatars. They didn't give details on the amount yet, but just even hearing that is a great plus. They mentioned the particle limiter here that's already native to VRChat, but I think this is in response to a lot of the people who are talking about anti-crashers and a lot of the ways that people prevent against getting crashed in the game. And I think this is a pretty poor response because they kind of gloss over it and they don't really give a good response to that argument of anti-crash mod. We're just kind of told there's already things in the game to deal with that, which they don't work. Just flat out, they don't. People are always going to be able to crash other people. That is why it's a constant battle to make sure that these things you're implementing into the game can combat all problems present. That's why anti-cheat is never a one-size-fits-all solution. It's always a constant uphill battle against cheaters and hackers and the developers. So again, please add anti-crash software to VRChat. We need it. It's not fun going into a public world and instantly being shoved out of the game just because I wanted to hang out. There's no rhyme or reason why crashers crash people in the game. They just do it for harassment, and I think ultimately it's not a solved problem. It's still a problem that is very big in VRChat, and the developers really need to address it properly for it to get fixed. A few smaller things that they had announced are custom mic sensitivity, being able to decide when you want your mic to be open mic and closed mic. That's good for people who are in very loud living situations. That'll help VRChat users only have their voice heard and not the rest of the people around them. And finally, my number one most requested feature from VRChat is colorblind settings. We are finally getting native colorblind settings into the game. In the blog post, they had said that it's a work-in-progress feature, which I'm all for as long as it's not just filters, it's actual colorblind settings. Having full customization of the colors that I'm seeing is going to help me as a colorblind individual be able to see the game properly. It's kind of insane that this hasn't been added to VRChat already. I think everybody who is going to respond to this blog post, who is kind of on the side of not really knowing why Easy Anti-Cheat needed to be added or otherwise, I think most people are going to wonder why a lot of these features haven't even really been added to the game already. I was talking to some people about the update, and a lot of new users to the game who maybe just got their quests or just downloaded the game, they're confused why the accessibility features aren't in the game, even Quest users. And I know a lot of people who are on Quest feel unaffected by these changes and they're just getting a bunch of add-ons. But again, I've talked to a bunch of Quest users that felt that this was an unjust way of dealing with the situation. Just flat out because getting rid of accessibility features for people is just wrong, and it shouldn't have been done in the way that it was done. It's great to hear a good developer response for once from the VRChat devs, but I hope they carry this on from now and to the future. At the bottom of the article, they do say that they are going to be informing the community about more things more transparently, and that's good. Please keep doing that. That's what the community wants from you as developers, so you should absolutely keep doing that, and the community will be happy. At the end of the day, all the community wants is for the game to be good. It shouldn't be this constant battle between developers and their player base, because that just doesn't breed a fun environment to be in. And it's great to see that VRChat is sort of getting that treatment of the developers actually listening and not shoving all of the concerns under the rug and forgetting about it. That is definitely what a majority of the VRChat community felt with the last blog post. So, what we can do now, as I am approaching the end of the video, hold the VRChat team accountable to their words. Their words here are what we should focus on. So them saying that they're going to inform the community more on features that are going to be added to the game, yes, we should absolutely hold them accountable to that. We should go to the VRChat forums and talk about it. If they go back on their word, we should talk about it. We should bring it to the attention of the developers that they are making a misstep, so this does not happen again. Again, I love VRChat. VRChat has been my home for many years. This is the #1 VR platform for socializing and just being able to meet people from all walks of life. It is genuinely such a privilege to be able to talk to so many of you and get your feedback on this wonderful game that we all love. And again, we're only upset because of how much we love this game. It's not because we're feeling entitled to this or that. We just want the best place to talk to our friends and have a good time. But yeah, that's really all I got for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the support in the last video as well. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm planning on doing a whole bunch more VR content here on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys all sticking by and watching the video. It means the world to me. Please let me know how you feel about everything in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. I've been replying to messages on the other video, and I'm going to reply to them on this one as well. So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!